LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. A first down for the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. And the Wolverines want to crank the tempo. These two conferences have been tied together for years through the Sugar Bowl, a little testiness with the whole Texas-Oklahoma thing, and now the rivalry on the field between the Big 12 and the SEC.
Yeah, and conference realignments played a big factor, too, between these two conferences. Think back to when Texas A&M and Missouri joined the SEC. So this is always a fun one to watch, David. Wide open offense from the Big 12, and then you get the physicality and the speed from the SEC.
I think you nailed it right there. Two totally different worlds. They live in different worlds all the time. One is pitchy woo-woo, throw it around all over the yard. The other one, physicality. Which style can present itself today and win the ball game?
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes, like run your route past the sticks so we get the first down, but nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the fourth down.
Oh my, he just shanked that one. They were hoping for a little more, but it could have been worse as the punt goes out of bounds and they'll put it in play around the 45-yard line. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. The kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable with that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the field.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Working the big fella downfield and outside. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. And they've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guide so that he can go get the first down.
quarterback wants to throw on second down. Makes his connection. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Able to get one down to the 15.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Touchdown, Wolverines! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Wolverines trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. He got it! They will score! Touchdown, Michigan! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down and distances, third downs, and having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Small game, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Pulls it in. It's Edelman. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Pass on the way. It's picked off. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Offense with jumbo personnel. They go to the ground. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Bunch formation, trying to spring a guy free. Back to the ground with the running back. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Michigan 7, LSU 0.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Coming after it. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. And the Wolverines line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and short kick. He's got great speed, and he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Edelman. Got room at the 35. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
He's showing you his skills on that last throw. This guy's got arm talent and accuracy, man, and some of it's not coachable. And I think back to Jamarcus Russell and Joe Burrow, 2 former Tiger quarterbacks that were the 1st overall pick in the NFL draft. They had some of that, too. They just had a feel for the position that you simply couldn't coach at the college level. This guy, man, he's got some serious tools, and he really helps make this offense dangerous.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. A 1st down run in the red zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Edelman. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Trying to barge in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. LSU right back to the line. They'll immediately call timeout. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Play action. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Looking to throw for it. Safe completion on the screen. Not down after a short game, but enough to move those chains.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Wolverines with the 1st and 10. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Trying to find his man on 1st down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. This offense has a 2nd down play. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. And the Wolverines will hustle to the line. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this league, David, if I were allowed people that had push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Gonna take a shot. Oh, and he just dropped it. So close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Soft spot in the middle. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. New set of downs after that completion. Going up top on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. On the move, it's Edelman. On the move at the 30. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. Leaves it with the back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. They'll go right back to him. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
It's first down from the 11. Fast motion from the offense. Run in the red zone, it's Edelman. He's knocked down in the backfield, he'll lose a couple. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
Well, the offense trying to get the screen pass to the running back and get him out into space to do some damage, but the defense not having it. No gain on that play.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Dances away from the heat. Got enough space. And the defense gets him out of bounds at the 3, and they're set up.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
They're going to go for it on fourth down with a couple of good options, a first down or a touchdown. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the...
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Looking for more room. Inside the 30. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The DBs will back off a bit. On second down, they'll take to the air. Deep shot for the end zone. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots, and they're being aggressive, throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And this one splits the uprights. And now the lead's extended a little further. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. They're lining up to boot it away.
Sets a kickoff.
Coming out with it, it's Gadecki. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Gets it out quickly. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down for this offense. Handoff from the shotgun. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
On second down, he'll let it fly. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. They'll go to the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown LSU! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. But I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Rodriguez. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Quarterback checking the play. He'll come out throwing on first down. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at second down.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Let's see which way they go after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 39. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Fires and picked off. Got room on the return. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect him to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Off the play fake. The sweet feet buy a little time. He's got an open man. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The Wolverines are in the hurry-up.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Back to the quarterback. Keeps looking downfield. That's a live ball. And the defense has got it, and they're bringing it back.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the ref.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the ground with the back. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. He's got his man. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun on third down. And they can't make the connection, and 3 quarters are in the books as we head to the fourth.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, LSU.
And we'll start the fourth quarter by trying to boot a 3 through there.
Number 17.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And guys, this will stay a 24-point game.
Look, it's sloppy out here. It's wet. The ball is slick. It's not easy to kick in these types of conditions. That's now his second missed field goal, but I know this kicker's disappointed of himself because he's good enough to make these kicks.
They'll throw it on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Wide receiver shows motion. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. That's reeled in. It's Rodriguez. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Using the quick game. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the pass, it's picked off. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown LSU. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arizona State is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Sun Devil Stadium, but despite the forks up right now, this one is tight. They're up by 8 over the Astronauts. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And it's incomplete, and the defense holds.
Man, as a defense, you're like, oh, they're going to draw us offside. They're going to draw us offside. They're not going to go for it. They go for it, and you get the big stop. You've set your offense up. You've turned the momentum. This defense should be feeling really good about themselves.
And they'll finally make the tackle at the 3-yard line.
How good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Touchdown, Tigers! And the punishment has been extended. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail.
Fires the pass, intercepted. Got some room to run. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead.
I love this play call. You want to get your playmakers the football in space. What a creative way. This little kind of push pass by the quarterback. Get into the receiver's hands quickly and let him go make yards.
LSU lining up first and goal. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And the stomping has commenced.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Boy, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep.
Man, the defense, you hold your... Receiver has the football out in space. You have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on second down. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Running back goes in motion. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Wide out in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's going to try to return this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, This is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Well, it's a nice positive play on the bootleg going to the right there, and a really good decision that time by the quarterback, too, because he's supposed to throw that down the field, but as soon as he turned around, he saw that there was just open space, green grass. Put your foot in the ground, use your athletic ability, and go get positive yards.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. He's right on target. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
And then another on the first down.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese.